Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today on the channel, I'll be learning how to make a full flake gown. Okay, so I'll be making use of this material to make this gown. The first thing I'm going to do is to fold my material into two. Okay, I'm working with a material of 3 yards. That's 3 meters. Okay, so I folded it into two. Okay, and the next thing is to fold it to have a triangular shape. Okay, so just watch what I'm doing. All right. So I folded my material into two, okay, and then I'm folding it again to have this triangular shape, okay. Remember, I said I'm making use of a 3 yards of material, all right. So I think making this gown, having the perfect width there to say, okay, like the perfect flare for this gown. You need, depending on the length you want, okay. If you want the length to be longer, I think you should use more fabric, okay. But if you don't have more fabric, you can always join at the end of it, all right. So I folded it. This is what it's going to look like, okay. So right now I'm just trying to mark out a starting line, all right. My shoulder is 15 inches, okay, divided by 2. I have 7.5, but I marked this out with 8. Okay, this would be serve as my starting point. Okay, that means on the same line I'm going to mark out my shoulder line. All right, now remember I said my shoulder is 15 inches. Okay, so I'm going to do that right now. My shoulder 15 inches divided by 2, so I'm going to mark out 7.5 on that spot right there. All right, so go ahead and do that on your own. Then on that point I'll be coming down by 1 inch for my shoulder slant. All right, the next thing I want to take is my neckline. All right, okay, so I'm just showing you my measurement is taken from the close end. All right, because I'll be cutting my front and back together, so I went ahead to take my neck depth, which is 4 inches, and neck width, which is 3 inches. So I'm just going to make a simple C curve. All right, just connect it together with a C curve. All right, I'm just making a C curve neck here. This gown is as simple but very beautiful. So the next thing I'm going to do is to connect my shoulder slant down to the neckline. All right, I know this is a flake dress, but we still need to observe our shoulder slant. Okay, so the next thing is to get our armhole. All right, so my armhole is 7. Okay, the best way to get this is to divide your round bust by 6 inches, and then whatever you get, you add 1.5 inches. So for me, my round bust is 33 inches, and I had 7 inches when I finished dividing that. Okay, you want to ensure to mark this straight. Okay, don't mark this by the side so that it will not be slanted. Okay, so I went ahead to mark my bust point, okay, which is 10 inches. All right, you can decide to just come down, sorry, by 1 inch from the armhole length. Okay, so I just marked that there. All right, the next thing I want to do is to take the measurement for my round bust. Okay, my round bust is 33, like I said. Usually divided by 4, I have 8.5. Okay, but I decided to mark this with an extra 4 inches. That means 8.5 plus 4. All right, so I marked this out with 12.5 inch. Okay, and after marking this out with 12.5 inch, I'm still going to add an extra allowance to this. Okay, so I marked that out. The next thing I added 2 inch. This would be my stitching allowance. Now this is a free dress. Okay, so I'm just marking out my armhole. Now I'm just going to take the midpoint of my armhole and connect it to that line right there. Okay, it's quite simple. Don't need much measurement to get this. All right, like I said, this is going to be a free dress, so I want this to be as free as possible. Okay, you're going to see how it looks on me at the end of this video, and I would like you to comment if you found it looking nice. All right, so the next thing I'm taking now is my full length. All right, so I'm taking this from my shoulder point down to the end of the fabric. Okay, so I'm working with the you can see that the end of the fabric there. Okay, like one part of it ends at exactly 35 inches. So I want to work with that 35 inches because I don't want to join this at the end. Okay, So I'm going to mark 35 round. Okay. So while marking this round, you want to ensure to be moving your tape, okay, at the top while you're doing this. All right. You have to make this marking round. You don't just have to make one 35 and then go round. Okay. It has to be the down has to have a circle effect. Okay. So I'm just going to mark this round. Okay. So while marking this out, it was out of camera view. All right. So I'm just connecting my lines together. Okay. So I'm just going to cut that out right now. All right. I'll be using the other part to do other stuffs like my sleeve. Okay. And whatever other thing I need. Right. So this is it. I've already got this out. I decided to cut out the length at once. So the next thing I want to do is to trace down the width of the clothes. Okay. So I'm using the line I marked at my bust point as my points. All right. I hope you understand that. Okay. So I just marked that straight down. So the next thing is just to cut. Okay. Finish taking every measurement for this. Okay. I'm just going to cut through the white lines. Cutting out from my neck down to the shoulder, my armhole, and then down to the length I want, the width I want this to be. Okay. So I'm just cutting this down out like this. All right. Actually, okay, so this is what it looks like I said, we did the cutting of the front and back together, so we have two pieces of this. Okay, so you can see how it looks. It's actually a full flay gown. Okay, very full. You're going to see at the end of this video how it looks. Okay, it came out very pretty. So the next thing I want to do is to pipe the neck of this. Okay, I'm going to pipe the neck for both the front and the back, and then I'm going to stitch down the shoulders, right, and then stitch down the sides. Okay, now for the sides I'll be stitching it down with the 2-inch extra I added. All right, so this is what it looks like after I piped the neck. Okay, I also went ahead to stitch the shoulders down. Like I said, I stitched it down. So I did the cutting of my sleeve, okay, outside the camera. I have a tutorial on how to make a basic sleeve on the channel, so if you've not seen this, please check this out. Okay, so I'll just hem the sleeve, okay, stitch that down and then attach it to the gown. Okay, so I have this after I did that. All right, so we're almost through with this. The last thing we're going to do is to hem the end of this. I'm going to fold this by 1/2 inch and then make another fold. All right, do that round. Okay, so this is our dress. Like I said, this is how it looks at the end. Okay, I went ahead to make a belt for this. Okay, so you can decide to wear this with a belt or wear this without. All right, you can see our circle, it came out so full. So let me know in the comment section, okay, if you found this tutorial easy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Okay, bye.